It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, and welcome. This is Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A number of storylines emerging as the season gets into full swing. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the San Antonio Spurs at AT&T Center. Last outing for the Spurs, unsuccessful, coming away.
Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA, and with pregame routines.
Well, thanks very much. Now,
David, thank you for that. From all accounts, he was a solid member of that Shanghai team.
Yeah, and for undrafted players, there are now a handful of options to get into the NBA beyond the draft, the G League, and also playing overseas.
Here at the midway point, what we begin to realize now, there were some underrated pickups in the offseason that are showing what they can do.
yeah, these are the kind of moves.
And the Spurs with some changes. Pirtle, he's checked in for Gasol. Bellinelli comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's DeJounte Murray in for DeMar DeRozan. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. Beasley's checked in for JaVale McGee. Brandon Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. AI is checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Beasley out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's AI. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. Aldridge against Ingram. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his first foul. Davis Bertans checks in for Young. Here's Pirtle. The pass to Bellinelli. No good on the three. Lakers leading by 8. AI passes to James. The lead pushed to double digits.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Rondo against Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on LeBron James. Prior to the start of the last season, Aldridge signed a contract extension to stay with San Antonio, to the surprise of many. Most fans thought he wanted out.
Well, I think the Spurs bet on Aldridge turning things around a little bit. Maybe after 1 year in the system, he would find it to be a little bit more comfortable. And he ended up having one of his best seasons to date. I mean, you could include his years in Portland in that as a cornerstone for the Spurs franchise now. Sometimes it just takes a clear head and a little bit of communication. And Pop and LaMarcus sat down and had that talk. And last year he had a tremendous, tremendous season.
Over to the wing. And a wide open look for AI. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Passes it to Aldridge. Shoots over Ingram. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Murray. That's now 8 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
This guy is so tough to guard. He feels like he could take any challenge that the defense is going to throw at him.
Here's Hart. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Murray outside. To the middle. Aldridge. Good. Aldridge has got 10 points.
It's an underrated strength of LaMarcus Aldridge, able to power in the shot even when being fouled.
Easily the screen. Takes the three. Here's AI. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Lakers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. The first one falls. Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs. And both free throws good for AI. Brent, for as long as Coach Popovich has been at the top of this game, what really is there left to say?
I don't think there's much more you say on a professional level, but there's a lot to be said about the compassion and the things that Pop has done on a personal level for years behind the scenes, championing guys on his staff, supporting not only current players but former players on his team. The interesting thing for Pop the last couple of years is just how outspoken he's been in terms of the equality, not just around the NBA, but around our nation, and some of the statements he's made that have garnered a lot of political attention. Greg Popovich not afraid to express some of the things that maybe deep down we all believe in.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Huh? What a group. You look at AI. He's a ways down the ladder if the award was given out today, but there's still time in this season for him.
And what an influx of young talent that it's come into the league this year. No question, this group is ready for life in the NBA. The competition for the Rookie of the Year award is going to be intense.
Every time you talk to a rookie, the first thing they talk about is that the pro game is a lot faster than they anticipated, more physical. But I'm surprised at the NBA readiness of some of these guys.
San Antonio again missing.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage. And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Bellinelli with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Count it.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Lakers leading by 13. Rondo dishes to AI. To the paint. Here's Beasley. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
Mills with it. He's up against Beasley. And Mills kicks to Bertans. 5 to shoot. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Here's Hart. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Oh, great ball movement there.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Mills passes to Pirtle. Here's Bertans. Pass to Mills. Spurs working the ball around now. Pirtle dishes to Mills. Back to Pirtle. Aldridge, no luck.
The defense was solid there, smothering him close inside, and that's how you want to guard him.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul, and he's on his way to the free throw line.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The Lakers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
That's good from Rondo.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
And here's Mills. 14 points from him the last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Here's Aldridge.
And really, Ingram is as complete a player as they come. Not only awesome on offense, but just spectacular on D as well.
And so it's Los Angeles, closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we'll be right back after this.
I got him.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
Hills at point with Bellinelli. They're the backcourt. Pirtle is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Bertinason at the small forward position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Spurs was all business. He scored 26 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. He was great in every facet of the game. Afterward, his coach couldn't stop praising the effort. Kevin will see if he maintains that inspiration tonight.
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Bertans kicks to DeRozan, pass to Pirtle. With the fadeaway. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And the soft hands of Pirtle on display there. Just has such a nice stroke from the mid-range.
Rondo passes to AI. Beasley with a screen on DeRozan. Again, the Lakers.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
And Mills kicks to Bertans. Oh, good on the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
When you look at what the Spurs went through last year, it just was not a pretty season. Just not something, you know, that we've seen from the Spurs in 25 years. Still clinched a playoff berth, and that was their 21st season in a row.
Here's Mills. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
How about the energy? Just relentless here. Rondo excellent at just gliding down the floor and finishing in style.
Here's DeRozan. Here's Pirtle. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
And that Spurs run started back in 1998. A lot of those players are now in their 50s.
Yep, great names like David Robinson, Chuck Person, Avery Johnson, Will Perdue, Vinny Del Negro, all past the half-century mark. And I'm sorry, guys, Kevin Harlan was the one who talked about you guys being that old.
San Antonio calls timeout. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And I think they could hold their heads high from that performance, you know, despite the final score being what it was.
Now, that is a very difficult building to play in, and they really put up a good fight. If the roles were reversed and they were the home team in that one, I think the result might have been a bit different.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. There's the screen, and here's Young from the arc. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here's the Lakers. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's Stevenson. That one's no good. That makes them 1 for 2. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against San Antonio. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And one item that DeRozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. He is a terrific playmaker.
Ever since DeRozan became a perennial all-star, his passing has improved. I mean, keeps his head up even while attacking with the ball. Great awareness for where his teammates are in terms of relation to his attack after a double team.
The Spurs making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Stevenson outside. James in the post. He's covered by Gay. Drops in the layup for 2. And it's 7 points for LeBron.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
To the paint. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
You got to make that. The defense was far from...
Oh.
No, that just happened. Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Ball dishes to AI. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. That's 7 points for AI.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Young passes to Gay. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. Basket good.
Ooh, excellent work getting that close to the basket. Got to be happy getting those type of shots.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. McGee a screen. Inside. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up. You look at AI.
Yeah, and you know he came into the season really optimistic. So this has got to be frustrating for him.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. To the inside, and stolen by Gay. Murray with it, working on AI. And that one drops for him. Murray's got his first basket of the night.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
And Stevenson kicks to AI. McGee the pass to James. Over Gay. Gay with the block.
Now using his length well on defense, Rudy Gay working hard, swats that one away.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's foul number 2 for him.
And they can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. Gay against Kuzma. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. You love a good mid-range game. We don't see it that much, but I know you have a couple guys you think have a pretty strong mid-range game.
You know, Chris Paul still has dominated the mid-range, Kevin. It was interesting because him joining the Houston Rockets, who it's all about threes and layups. Daryl Morey, I think, recognized we need somebody that can come off the pick and roll and make those kind of plays happen, not only at the rim for Capella, but shoot it himself. So Chris Paul still dominates in the mid-range. Kawhi Leonard has shown some skills at the mid-range. Even though last year, obviously, just 9 games, he's still a dangerous weapon. It'll be interesting to see if that's still part of his arsenal for this season. And then C.J. McCollum has been one of the best mid-range scorers in the league for the Portland Trail Blazers over the past couple of seasons.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
Gay got it, and he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
That's too easy. A player of Rudy Gay's scoring prowess, he's salivating on shots like that.
AI with it. Young's there. AI kicks to McGee. Goes up the baseline. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Gay against Kuzma. Young for 3. They get it back. Outside for Murray. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. As the league's star power grows, we see more players taking on roles in entertainment, which is kind of interesting. Do you think that's a distraction at all?
Did you know that I was in a movie myself, Kevin?
Why do you think I'm bringing this up? You have firsthand knowledge of this stuff. Your fingerprints are all over this question.
Yeah, not a distraction. I mean, come on. It's an opportunity for guys to go.
It was fun, right? You loved your experience, didn't you?
I did love my experience. I did a couple commercials when I was in Los Angeles. It's a lot of fun.
And you were good.
You're amazing, Kevin. Thank you.
They won, and they won awards.
Thank you. The things did win awards.
I know.
You're very kind. It's not a distraction, though. These guys are kids. They want to do things. They want to do things musically. They want to be on stage. They want to be in movies. They want to do TV shows.
Right, helps the league and notoriety and everything else.
Why not?
And stolen by Murray. Off his foot, and it's whistled a kick. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Pau Gasol. And Los Angeles. And so it's Los Angeles, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more. Guys checked in for Caldwell Pope. Poked away and stolen by Kuzma. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. AI is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's James in at small forward. And Young kicks to DeRozan. The kick out to Young. Gasol a screen. Shot off the pick by Young. Bank shot, no good.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Here's Ball. Shot clock reset for the Lakers.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Young dishes to Gay. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Aldridge, no luck. The Lakers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Kuzma kicks to AI. Sinks the 15-footer. AI's got 14.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Here's Aldridge. And it's AI with the rebound. AI's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kuzma passes to LeBron. Score that one for him, his 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night. The Spurs shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. And DeRozan kicks to Gay. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Shoots over Kuzma. And that one hits back iron.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
And Kuzma slams it in.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
It seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
A chance to check out AI here. Some impressive play from him over the last month. He's averaging 14 points a game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
I just want to kick back and lounge here because when this guy's hot, it's a love story. And when he's cold, it's a nightmare. So sit back, get your popcorn. Let's see what he does.
That free throw good from Young.
No doubt about it. Young is a special player. The real question is just how good of a teammate is he?
And so Young nails them both. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's AI. He's got 14. To the paint.
Good job sticking with his man. Rudy Gay moving on the lateral plane, and then the long arms helping out.
Pau Gasol, not the same player Brent he once was, but he still knows how to get the job done.
Yeah, 2001 is when it is that Pau Gasol came into the NBA as a very slightly built Spaniard for the Memphis Grizzlies, but the skill was on display from the very start. He's had a Hall of Fame career, a two-time champion, and one of the best and most skilled players to play that position in the last 20 years.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Down low, and Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Ball. Kuzma's got 21.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Young. Gasol a screen. The feed to Aldridge. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter.
So he's got touch, he's got size, and he's got skill. Aldridge, an elite machine, scoring the ball.
Ball a screen on Gay. James in the post. Aldridge on him. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Here's DeRozan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with DeRozan getting traded, he said he felt backstabbed by Raptors management after they said he wouldn't be traded. At the end of the day, people will do what's best for their own position, whether they're a GM or a player. But you better believe they'll love DeRozan in Toronto forever, no matter what jersey he wears.
Brent, as we take a look at lineups around the NBA, teams trying to go with 5 highly skilled players at once. Where does that leave the traditional big?
Well, most teams just don't have one now, Kevin. I mean, they're just not on the roster.
They're hard to find, yeah.
Well, they're hard to find, but there just aren't many out there. So a lot of teams just elect not to have one. And what we're seeing over the course of the last couple years is the matchups when all of a sudden a Whiteside is going to see a Drummond, or you're going to see all of a sudden Valanciunas play against DeAndre Jordan. It's usually because you have one, we'll play ours kind of mentality.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Back to Bellinelli. Outside DeRozan. There's the pass to Bertans. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's good on the 3-ball. Bellinelli's got his second bucket tonight.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Inside, and AI throws it down.
And Ingram isn't just a sensational scorer. He can also dish the rock.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Rondo against Murray. Here's Bellinelli. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Bellinelli's got 7.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Rondo passes to James, and it's blocked. They recover it.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for James. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. First free throw is good. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Beasley drops both of them. The Spurs have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Pirtle kicks to Mills. Pass to Bellinelli. They set the pick. Rebounded by the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
The turnover margin was well within their favor, and you have to point to that ferocious D they played as the biggest factor in that win.
Bertans kicks to Bellinelli. Pass to Pirtle. 5 to shoot. Over Beasley. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Players are talking about the new sports science. Better sleep, recovery after lifting, playing, traveling, whatever it is. They say it's making a difference. What do you think?
I think it only makes a difference if the guys put it into practice, Kevin. Like, as much information as they can hand out in a team meeting and sort of give you directives about how it is you should rest and when it is you can get your sleep, players won't see those benefits unless they're as disciplined as they are with trying to get better in the offseason as they are with making sure that they get proper rest to be at their athletic best for competition.
Aldridge out there with Pirtle. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. San Antonio's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Aldridge a screen. Young passes to DeRozan. Off the screen. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. AI's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Ball, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Marcus Young.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Davis Bertans checks in for DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Young. The Lakers also with a sub. Beasley's checked in. That's off as well, so he misses both.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
Bellinelli, again the miss by the Spurs.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
Count that bucket. 10 points for Lonzo Ball.
And the height of Ball really allows him to finish over the defense. Even when you make contact, he just seems to power through with his size.
Here's Bertans, guarded by Kuzma. Bertans kicks to Aldridge. Over Beasley. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. One thing I like about Adam Silver, he is always looking to break new ground, push the envelopes, and develop new areas of innovation.
Well, always forward thinking, and of course this league has always done that. Adam has found a new position in the league, having a chief innovation officer in place, somebody that's always examining not only how things are going in the league and maybe being adaptable to change, but examining what's going on worldwide. And you always see the way the league tinkers with and toys with Summer League and the way the G League competition sets up in order to try to find more ways to make the game more enjoyable or more accessible to the fan base.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. Of course, the schedule is getting extremely demanding at this time of the season, and that injury is only going to make things worse. Kevin?
Appreciate that, DA. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
And sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. he'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Ball dishes to AI. .141 left here in the fourth quarter, and the shot is good. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint.
No doubt that last season was the best year LaMarcus has had, not just as a Spur, but maybe ever. Numbers across the board, both offensively and defensively, carrying and shouldering the load without Kawhi Leonard for just about all the season. It's pretty impressive stuff.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. And for Aldridge last year, Brent, a far cry from when he asked to be traded. But then had a sit-down with Greg Popovich, and that seemed to straighten things out.
Yeah, there was some frustrations for him, and the only way as a player you're going to have clarity is to sit down with your coach and hash it out. And Pop was more than willing to do that and reset some things for LaMarcus Aldridge, and they figured out a way to get through it. And it seems like whatever that clarity was, it worked out best for both parties.
Free throw drops in for Beasley. You look around the NBA, amazing players, global interest, franchise values are going through the roof. Do you feel like the league is entering a golden age if it's not already in a golden age?
I think it is, Kevin, at least offensively. What we've seen over the last 5 years with the adoption of most of the teams of the three-point shot, it's been some of the greatest offensive basketball the league has ever seen. And this idea that the evolution of the game stopped when it is at number 23 retired is kind of silly. I love where the game is at.
So it's San Antonio now. Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Stolen by Stevenson. He kicks it to Rondo. AI outside. McGee goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Now the team came in fired up from the opening tip. You could see the focus. They're ready to do battle.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and that one's good by Aldridge.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
Stevenson kicks to AI. Shot, high post, off on that one.
You know, just dependable at contesting shots. Young isn't a pushover defensively. Good at just kind of annoying you.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Well, congrats on the win. I'm sure you guys are building confidence, but it's early. And how much do those postseason dreams factor into what this team's doing right now?
You know, I feel like we have the talent to contend, but our focus is just to keep winning games. I mean, I have a lot of faith in what this team can do and when everyone's locked in. So, I mean, it'll be our job to keep playing hard and to not let up. And these guys can do it, D.A. I know it.
Well, I'm sure they get a lot of confidence when they hear words like that. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time.